that I quit. Why are a lot of black people not in corporate world thing? If you're able to work in corporate Germany, you can work anywhere in the world. Before the close of my shift, I had a guest who actually I didn't notice he was shouting. I realized he was shouting when my colleague told him to please calm down. Let's play. You need to make a song for me. I like that your song. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. How are you guys doing? I am fine. I hope you're enjoying the travel vlogs. If you haven't watched any of it by now, what are you doing? What are you seriously doing? So today I'm going to be talking about corporate world Germany and my experience and journey so far. Those of you who have been on the channel for a long time, I've shared my apprentice journey, aka Ausbildungs journey, and some of you can attest to it because I preach about my profession all the time because I love what I do. Okay, if you would give me another profession apart from what I'm doing right now, I would say I want to become an actress. So yeah, if you feel there's two things that prompted this video. You guys that I am no longer a receptionist, or during my old job I've started something new. So my new role is event meetings. So I'm an organizer now. Something I was very afraid of joining because everyone I had seen assuming this role had left. I watched the video right now and I'm going to show you guys maybe like a little clip of it.
Around the company seemed really nice. It just was good vibes, and I was obviously so nervous as well about starting a new job. And yeah, very shortly after I started, the first kind of red flag happened. So senior member of staff kind of came over to the group that I was sitting with and was chatting to, my colleagues, and then saw that, a new face type thing. So he introduced himself to me, I introduced myself, and he then went on to ask if I was on a specific program that was for black interns. So and it took me aback at the time because it's like, why would you automatically assume that I'm in like the most junior position in the company because I'm black? Like, it's giving microaggression. Like, what the hell? What kind of...
So like the video you just watched, is to really check it out so that you listen to her experience, if you can relate with it, because most of what she was saying were things that I can relate to. Able to work in corporate Germany, you can work anywhere in the world because you'll be fully armed. You are ready for battle. Nobody can take you down if you've worked in corporate Germany. In the past, when I used to think about working or jobs, I would just think about the salary and not think about the working environment. I just feel like it's just 8 hours. You just go 8 hours and you go home and that's it. Whatever problem is there, it's there. But that's a lie, because those things follow you home. If you have a toxic environment, you start having anxiety. Sometimes you're at work and you're just uneasy. You're just afraid for nothing. And it's not the fact that you can't stand up for yourself or you can't speak for yourself, but it's the fact that who is actually on your side. And also the fact that you don't want to look like maybe you're the only person complaining about events or things that are happening. So most of the time other people keep quiet. And you see this when people come out to tell their story and you feel so sorry for them because you're like, you endured that, you said nothing about that. And I've had instances where I've told you guys in another rant video where someone would see me standing at the front office as a receptionist and they would think that you are not qualified for the job. I've had instances where customers have shouted at me and some of my colleagues have come in to tell them, hey, you don't have to shout at her. Like, you can talk normal, but if it keeps going this way, sometimes I feel like, why didn't you just speak up for yourself? But I'm grateful for whoever has ever stood up for me anywhere anytime to say hey. And I'm really grateful for team members or managers who stand up for their fellow team members when they see something going wrong. You see, you have sometimes a team, and then the supervisor or whoever, they pretend like they don't know what's going on because they want to have good books with the people. They don't take their team serious. I really applaud managers or team leaders or even colleagues that are able to stand up for their colleague when they see that no, what's going on is not great. No, we will not take that. It's not acceptable, and that's actually fantastic. So I've had, not just with the clients I can deal with some of that, because at the end of the day you need me to do the job for you. So if you're not coming down, then there's no way we are moving forward. But the ones that I think they stick with you and they cause you to have breakdowns are the ones that are then in your team. Let's assume you are having a back and forth with a fellow colleague, or you're not on good terms with a fellow colleague. That affects you if you work in the same environment, because how are you going to work? Like, you need to talk with each other, okay? You need to communicate with people around you. So just imagine you're not on good terms, then you might as well leave that job, because you always like be drained, you always be unhappy whenever you're coming there. You just be like, am I going there again? Like, am I going to see this person? I hope this person quits. I hope I don't see them. You would have such thoughts when the working environment is toxic, because that's how it is. It's just like when you're not talking to a sibling at home or something. It's the same compared. And the fact that people cannot phantom the thought that you are in a higher position, like they don't want to recognize it. They just behave like it's wind or it's air. I remember recently there was this man. He's kind of in and out and pretends most of the time, but something was happening, and then he's like, let her go and do it. And I'm like, let her who? Let her who? Like, say my name. I have a name. I'm called Williet. Or you can talk to me directly and say, hey, Williet, can you help out with this? But telling another person, like, I'm not standing there, like I'm air. A situation where the woman has already had a conversation with me, and then she writes extra an email and say, I want this email to be directed at this other person, which means she doesn't think you're qualified enough to solve that problem. So yeah, those are instances, and I guess we would have it as long as people don't. Sometimes people are just pushing your button to see how you would react, so that they can say, we said it. That's how they react. But for the people who can't stand up for themselves, who can't talk, who don't have a support system behind them, they're the ones I really feel sad for. So this has been a long rant, just to tell you guys that I quit the old job that I was at. I have a new challenge now. A new challenge. When I say new challenge, I mean a new challenge. Send me your prayers, your well wishes, and also this is kind of like the little experience that I have had. I would say, even I might be in an area, a region where they considered more racist than other parts, I have still been able to grow in my career. And I guess you just need to have the right support system behind you. You need to know how to do your job and do it well, so that no one has anything to complain about. And then document stuff. If you feel something is not right, write the person an email, include other bosses in CC, document events, and then speak up, not in a rude way. And don't let people push your buttons. Just calm, listen to them. When they're done speaking, you tell them your opinion. If they don't want to listen to your opinion, then they're lost. But don't engage in back and forth with anybody. So yeah, I want to know, how is your corporate life doing? I guess to answer Asma's question about why a lot of black people not in corporate world, they can't take the heat. Because I can just imagine this drains your mental health. It makes you sick. It makes you unhappy. So some people just decide to do things that where they are not seen, or decide to do their own businesses, or decide to travel to other countries. Yeah, the reasons are a lot. So if you know any of the reasons, firstly, I want to know, how are you doing in corporate world if you work in corporate world? If not, how are you doing in your field of work? Are you still studying? How long have you been working? What are your experiences? Is there any advice that you can give us? Is there anything that we can do to make our lives in the corporate world better? Yeah, let me know. And I guess I'll be seeing you guys. Check out the travel vlogs, guys. Check out the travel vlogs. And I'll come and update you guys how the work is going if I don't quit. So yeah, I'll see you guys in another video. Be safe. Like, comment, subscribe. Mwah. Let's play. You need to make a song for me. I like that's your song. See ya, nigga.